Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB The Show 20. We are back with another episode for you, and this is a big one. We are taking on the New York Yankees in the Bronx, so that could be very tough for us. Jordan Balazovic has not pitched well so far, and he's going up against the Yankees' considered ace, well, one of them, in Luis Severino. You can see their lineup. It's extremely tough. Please drop a like in support of this team. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and this is the first episode you're ever seeing and you want to see more MLB The Show 20 franchise content. Join us and we could build a winner together. Luis Severino so far this year has made 5 starts. He's 1-1 with a 4.30 ERA, and he left one right down the middle of the plate, easily blooped into right field. And that is going to start us off with 2 hits right away. This one, though, is going to be a grounder over to short. Easy double play ball, but we do have a runner on third for Miguel Cabrera, and he will loop one into center field, easily scoring the first run of the game. Miguel Cabrera with a nice ribby for us. Then it's going to be a swing and a miss for Vizcaino, and Severino gets out of the inning. Here's Jordan Balazovic. He hasn't been great this year. Over a 2 whip is absolutely horrendous. And he gets the strikeout right there. So you'll love to see Balazovic actually doing some things against the Yankee lineup. He also gets a man right there as another strikeout for Balazovic. And then to the bottom, still in the bottom of the first, Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton with the very good, but not good enough power to get that one out of the ballpark. So we move forward into the bottom of the second now. This one is over the wall in the short porch and won't be brought back. Easy homer for Hicks. Aaron Hicks, a 2-run home run. That one could not be brought back. Tyler Flowers at the plate now, and he's going to rope one down the left field line with 2 away. And he will try for 2 bags, and he is going to get gunned down at second base. So now Justin Turner up at the plate against Severino. He puts one up the middle into center field. We're getting some good hits up the middle of the field so far today. That'll bring in C.J. Cron, and he is going to put one into right field. So 2 base hits with nobody out. It's looking a lot like that first inning did. Miguel Cabrera comes up and he swings through the high heat. Unfortunately, not his 500th home run just yet. Kristen Stewart comes up, though, and he's got this one going deep out to right field, and it's going to be brought in at the warning track. So tagging up from second over to third for a runners at the corner situation, and Bonifacio swinging through the low ball. And Severino gets out of trouble again. So 2-1, that's going to be a strikeout for Balazovic, his 4th strikeout of the game. Giancarlo Stanton, though, would come back up, and he rips one down the left field line. And with 2 guys on, easily going to score at least one of them. They're going to try for 2, though, and gun down at the plate. So the Yankees with 2 runners gunned down already by our outfielders and cutoff men. But this one going to get laced into left field anyway, so they could have easily scored some more runs here, but it is kind of mitigated to a 4-1 deficit. Bottom of the third, nice strikeout there of Aaron Judge. Balazovic showing stretches of good pitching, but then also some big hits being hit on him. Here is Miggy, and he's going to get that one to bloop into right field. He brings home the 2nd RBI of the game. Both RBIs brought home by Miguel Cabrera so far, and this double play ball is going to get the first 2 outs on the board in the 5th, but we do bring home a run there. So it is 4-3, and of course, Bonifacio going to strike out again with runners that could be scored. This one into the right center field gap, and that might bring home a run for the Yankees. He's going to try for home, try the throw home, and it is not going to be in time. 5-3 is the Yankee lead right now in the bottom of the 5th. Gio Urshela comes up, and he hits one pretty hard out to left field, but not quite hard enough with the wind coming in from the outfield. Jacob Waguespack going to come in for the Yankees in relief. He's pitched 7 games so far this year. This will be his 8th, and he is going to get the out here from Nico Goodrum to move along into the game. Now top 7, Wags Pack still in against Crone, and he gets Crone to chase a really awful pitch and move the Yankees forward. Pedro Strop coming in. This will be his 9th game pitched. He's got an awful ERA on the season, and he has really given up some hits to left-handed batters. Thank goodness that was a right-handed batter. So is this one, as he gets them both to strike out. That was Stanton right there to move along in this one. Chad Green coming in. This will be his 9th game pitched, but he is much better than Pedro Strop so far. A 1.29 ERA for him. He did his job, and then Luke Voit comes up and rips one out to left field. That is absolutely jackhammered. A 416-foot bomb, the 7th of the year for Luke Voit. And the Yankees gonna go up even bigger. A 6-3 lead for them. And then the strikeout there by Pedro Strop will move us along. Tommy Kahnle coming in the game now for his 11th game pitched. A 1.93 ERA. He's pitching pretty decent this year, and he gets the strikeout to start off the 9th inning. He just needs to get 2 more outs against us. Here's Nico Goodrum. He is going to dribble one over to shortstop, and that is going to be taken care of for out number 2. Richard McGowan comes up, and he is going to dribble one over to shortstop, and that is going to get taken care of as well. The New York Yankees win game 1 of the set, 6-3. Luke Voit is the player of the game in this one. And you can see only the top of our order really did anything. Miguel Cabrera with the only 2 RBIs of the game, so he gets those completely to himself. So big play by Miguel Cabrera, but we really want to see that 500th home run. Could we get it in this game? Who knows? We'll find out. As the Yankees hosting us yet again in game 2 of this set. We will see what ends up happening in this one, as James Paxton going to take the mound. He's been pitching extremely well so far this year. A 1.19 whip, a 1.74 ERA, and a 3-1 record. Jonathan Scope comes up, and he is going to rope this one into right field, and he is going to start the scoring early. A solo shot for Scope. That goes 369. Very nice feet for the 7th home run of the year for Jonathan Scope. And we expected quite the start from Scope after the big year we got from him last year. We'll see if he continues to provide some sparks going throughout this season. But so far, hey, 7 bombs is 7 bombs. Matthew Boyd will take the mound for us. He's been 2-2 with a 3.62 ERA. He's kind of up and down. He's had some good pitching, some bad pitching, but we can see he's got great potential with some of his stuff as he strikes the man out there. He strikes out Frazier. He strikes out Urshela as well. So the first 2 outs are Matthew Boyd strikeouts. He gets Giancarlo Stanton in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and he gets the strikeout there. So 3 of the first 4 batters get struck out. Luke Voit, as the 6th batter, will get strikeout as well. So 4 of the first 6 batters are struck out by Matthew Boyd. Brian Goodwin up will strike out in the bottom of the 3rd. And that would be Boyd's 5th strikeout. Also in the bottom of the 3rd, it's Tyler Flowers, and he is just going to sit there and look at it. Don't just look at it, eat it. There is Crone up at the plate, and he is going to get absolutely robbed of a base hit by Aaron Judge. An absolutely beautiful web gem. And that takes us to the middle of the 4th. Yankees are getting no hit right now. Here's Adam Frazier, and he will strike out looking as well. Damn window shopper, go sit down. Gio Urshela up, though, and he is going to absolutely rope one to the short porch. That short porch that all non-Yankee fans absolutely hate or love, depending on if their teams actually hit balls out there. Urshela with his 2nd homer of the year. It's a solo shot of 372 feet. And Urshela has tied the game at 1 with the only Yankee hit so far. Now at the plate, it's Stanton, and he is going to strike out on a pretty awful pitch. That'll move us into the 5th. In the top of the 5th, it's Miguel Cabrera. This is high. This is deep. It is gone. Absolutely gone. At Yankee Stadium is where Miguel Cabrera hits his 500th home run. 377-foot solo shot The entire team comes out to congratulate him, and Miguel Cabrera will be popping the champagne bottles tonight, as that one was just perfectly hit out to left field, and the entire stadium with an ovation for Miguel Cabrera. You love to see the respect for history as he becomes a member of the 3,000 hit, 500 home run club, a surefire Hall of Famer. And to even better that, it gives the Tigers a 2-1 lead. Matthew Boyd up against Luke Voit, gets him to strike out looking. And now we're into the 6th inning, and Paxton gets Crone to strike out with runners in scoring position. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th, where Adam Frazier's going to strike out. Matthew Boyd continues to pitch an absolutely brilliant game. 10 strikeouts for him. Nick Nelson going to come in for the Yankees. He's pitched in, this will be his 9th game, with a 4-1 record in relief. And here he's going to give up a roper to Seth Beer out to the right center field gap. That'll put Miggy at 3rd and Beer at 2nd. Opportunity for Kristen Stewart, and he is going to rope one into right as well. That is also in the gap. 2 runs will score here. Kristen Stewart will go into 2nd with a stand-up 2 RBI double, and the Tigers take a 4-1 lead. Here's a dribbler over to 1st, and this is going to be a double play against the Yankees here, but they do have a runner in scoring position at the bottom of the 7th for Luke Voit, who has absolutely hammered one out to left field. Luke Voit is absolutely dangerous in this lineup because he is just not a guy that you are going to be fearful of, but a 2-run jack for Voit. His 8th home run of the season is 452 feet. And it is going to put the Yankees back in this one, just a run behind. The Tigers would really love to get a win for Miguel Cabrera on his 500th home run day. And Emmanuel Clase is going to come into this game. A 2.89 ERA for him. He struggled against right-handed batters, but he's facing a lefty here. Strikeout right there. Miguel Cabrera coming up in the top of the 8th inning, and he's going to strike out to end the top of the 8th. So we move along in this one. Bottom 8 for Clase. Brian Goodwin rips one to right field, and the short porch strikes again. Even though that one was second deck at the short porch, 410 feet for Goodwin. Only his 3rd homer of the year. He's not one of the big boppers on this Yankee lineup, but it is enough to tie the game here in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. Josh Fegley up to start the 9th inning, and he is going to bloop one over to right field, and Aaron Judge does it again. An excellent layout catch. So now into the bottom of the 9th, Gleyber Torres will strike out. Emmanuel Clase gets him. Now on a 1-1 pitch, Clase going to jam there and get the easy fly out behind the plate. So now with 2 away, it's Aaron Judge. The high heat is absolutely roped. Aaron Judge puts it right where Miguel Cabrera put his 500th home run, just a little bit longer. 418 feet for Aaron Judge. His 6th homer of the year, and that solo shot is going to end it in favor of the New York Yankees. They walk it off in the bottom of the 9th off of Emmanuel Clase. Aaron Judge does what he's paid to do, become the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And he has done just that. He has executed the brilliant day that Miguel Cabrera had hitting his 500th home run, and has stolen player of the game from Miguel Cabrera. Sucks to suck, but that's who we are. We're the Tigers. So we'll continue to try to get better as we drop the first 2 games of this set. And we will try to avoid getting swept as Goodwin, Urshela, Voit, and Judge all go deep for the Yankees. So now we'll take a look at the management of the final game of this set to try to avoid getting swept. Zach Godley on the mound for us, and he gives up 2 in the 1st inning. Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Yankees. A solo shot for Jake Rogers puts us back in this game at 2-1. So very interesting. Zach Godley continuing to pitch here. And into the 3rd, not much really going on. in that inning. Godley continuing. He gives up a double to Giancarlo Stanton. Then he hits Gio Urshela, but he's able to get out of the inning there. Seth Beer with a walk, then a single from Bonifacio, and a sac fly is going to end up bringing Beer home to make it 2-2. Love to see that. Jacob Wagspack is in the game already for the Yankees. I don't know what happened. There might have been an injury there. Giancarlo Stanton up at second base, and we're able to get out of that inning. Godley continuing to pitch here. Our hitting not really doing much the last couple innings. Aaron Hicks is on base, so we're going to bring in Steve Cishek. And Cishek ends up getting out of that inning, so good. Richard McGowan gets a double. We try to steal third, and he gets caught stealing. The guy has 90 speed and 94 stealing, and he still gets caught. Unbelievable. Frazier on base. We get a double play there. We kind of end that inning off. We're into the 8th inning now. Scope is on base. We can't really bring him home. It's still a 2-2 game. Cishek still out there pitching. Gives up a single to Urshela, and then he ends up getting us out of the inning. Wagspack still pitching out there for the Yankees. We are not able to get any runs up on the board, and then a solo shot for Flowers is going to end the game in favor of the Yankees. So the Yankees end up beating us 3-2, and they end up sweeping us in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. We move along into the Toronto Blue Jays series, where we win the first game 8-7 in 11 innings. Both teams scored a run in the 10th. The Blue Jays scored 3 in the 9th to even get in a position where they could take us to extra innings. So that was big for them to do. Then we came back and won on the next day 3-2. On April 27th, we get a 3-2 win. So we take the first 2 games of that Toronto Blue Jays set, and as you can see, we end up losing and then winning. So we take that series 3-4, and we have moved ourselves into a position where we are going into May. Wow, we're already in May. This is kind of incredible. William Bunty is going to be out for a few days, so we'll have to deal with that injury as we see fit in the future, but he should be fine. He should be back in no time. The Indians have put us to an 18-16 record, and we'll stop right there for the next episode, where we are taking on a pretty poor Ranger team. So make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and can't wait to see more MLB The Show 20 content, or any other franchise content for that matter. I am FG, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Subscribe here, and we can build a winner together. Take care, everybody.